curious. I would love to hear about, I guess your beginner stage in salsa. What was that like?
Really good question. So, if you talk to...
And was that was with Sergio, right, or someone else?
That's right. It was a Sergio.
Okay.
If you talk to Sergio and the previous team, they'll tell you that I used to take the biggest steps, and I was one of the worst follows because I would take such big steps. I'm so used to solo dancing and performing on stage where you've got to be big, to look good and stand out, that I was so used to stepping big. And so I really had to learn to step small and use my core and engage myself to spin because I didn't have that background. I had martial arts and I had solo dancing and Bollywood dancing.
Yeah.
It's all big, wide, Whereas in salsa dancing, you got to know how to control every step. You got to engage your core and become tight when you spin like a ballerina. And I just didn't have that. So it took me a while to learn all the technique. And then... I started enjoying following so much.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if salsa dancers are familiar with this, but, you take classes and then you go to your socials and then you practice and you do classes and you go to the social. You learn and you practice and you learn and you practice and you do that enough and then you finally get to this point where you kind of level up.
Yeah.
And you notice, oh, hey, I can do a double spin.
Right.
Or, oh, hey, I did like 2 combinations back to back. I just followed all that, smooth and stuff. And then, oh, snap, I can do triple spin now. So you start noticing the level up, and I started stepping smaller. I started focusing more on connection. And it was my transition from being a solo dancer to a partner dancing, and it was such a beautiful experience. And then when I went to my first Congress, which I think it was a Neo-Kids Congress in 2017.
That was your first Congress?
That was my first Congress.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I want to say, I don't remember which my second Congress was. It was either Huntsville or the big Salsa Congress in Antonio.
Okay.
San Antonio. But yeah, that's where I saw Zook, and I really felt a level up. And I so highly encourage people to travel and to experience what a Congress.
Oh man, of course.
Once you experience that higher level dancing, you start really monitoring yourself.
Right, of course.
As a lead or a follower or whatever. I encourage people to lead and follow. It makes you
a better dancer.
An overall versatile.
Of course.
And so I noticed that as I was going through phases. So I went from this wide stepping
that's just your beginner phase. Yeah. This beginner. We all have the beginner stage.
Exactly. We all start somewhere. But it's all about practicing. I would feel very intimidated going to socials.
As we all did.
But I would make it a point to go around the room and ask every lead.
Okay, sure enough, yeah.
And I know that was kind of awkward. It was awkward for me because a lot of the times follows kind of expect to be asked.
Exactly.
And I totally respect that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, all right, I'm at a social. My mission is to get as many dances as possible and practice and level up, and it has served me well.
Sure enough, yeah.
Well,
So hold on, you moved to New Orleans in 12? Is that 2012?
2012.
Okay, so and so when did you start salsa? And when was that?
Salsa dancing not until 2016.
2016. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've only been like this 3 years now then? Or 4?
Yeah,
16, 17, 18, 19, 4 years?
About 4 years.
Oh wow, Tina.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Tina, you're very good. That's amazing.
Talking about dedication.
That is.
I appreciate that.
Of course. No, seriously, yeah, Tina, you are an amazing dancer.
Thank